Hi, it's JT Walters, and I am almost 40 hours post-op. I just changed, this is about hardware removal, whether or not to have hardware removed after an ankle break. And I waited 22 months because I was told that it wasn't going to help me any, and as soon as the hardware was taken out, it felt the world better. So, it's been remarkably not painful, which is really odd considering it's surgery. The incision is hurt. My leg is blue where they took the plate out. I'm not going to lie to you. But I've been on aspirin and that really has seemed to do the trick. I have pain medication for those moments that are really bad. The worst part of all of this for me has been changing my bandages, which apparently I suck at changing bandages, so they'll never let me change a bandage for you. And that leaves me in a lot of pain after I do that. So I basically wait until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm ready to go to bed, and I change my bandage, and I know it's going to be pretty painful, and then I'll take pain medicine then and go to sleep. Other than that, it's really not that big of a deal. I will tell you that in the boot, once you change your bandages, it pulls on your scar a different way. And, you know, one of the things I feel since I've had this is my scar is going to constantly burst open, the stitches. That's been the worst part of this. It really has. I haven't really suffered very much at all. I mean, not compared to what you would think you would suffer with this surgery. It just is not that bad. So the nurse called today, and they told me that I don't even have to sleep in the boot, which I've been sleeping in my boot. That's my boot, that huge thing. And I don't have to sleep in that. I can sleep with my leg just as it is, wrapped. And then I can put the boot on to walk. And that works for me just fine. I've really been careful about titrating my medicine out so that I, haven't had to take a lot of it. I'm probably going to throw it out tomorrow and get rid of it, because 3 days after surgery you shouldn't need medicine, especially one that's pretty much so you can control with aspirin. I know that sounds stupid, but I live in a neighborhood where if you keep narcotics or cash in your house, it's just not a safe thing to do. So tomorrow morning I'll just pitch them. They'll be gone. I would dump them in an appropriate disposal thing if I had a car, but if I could drive, but I can't. It's my right leg. So other than that, it's just not that big of a deal. I sleep a lot because I can't really do a lot. So if you're sleep deprived and you have this surgery, it's good. You can get a lot of rest. I don't really watch a lot of TV because the TV's not in my room, and I like to keep my leg up. So I just fall asleep. So I'm catching up on a lot of rest. And it's just aspirin does. Naproxen does a lot better. I wish I could take naproxen, but somebody told me it was bad for me. The hospital said it wasn't. But on the off chance it's bad for me with holes in my bones, I'm not going to take it. So I'm just living with aspirin. And that works really well for me. I want to take a shower really bad. It's been 2 days and I really want to take a bath. I'm probably going to sponge tomorrow. But it just isn't, it's not that hard. And so if you ever consider this surgery and somebody says, because I literally had a doctor tell me that hardware removal was going to be worse than, that I was going to actually be in more pain and it was going to harm me. And that's just not the case. It has not harmed me, and I'm not in worse pain. I'm in less pain than when I had surgery. The thing that hurts more than before I had surgery was the incision. That's the thing that really hurts. And if I had planned better with ice, so if you ever had the surgery, make certain you have ice packs, then you would be fine. I mean, you wouldn't even probably need the aspirin. So that's my major downfall here, is I didn't plan better with ice. Other than that, it's just not that big of a deal. I wish the doctor that I had, the last 2 doctors that I had that I asked to remove this stuff, wouldn't do it. And they said, no, you need to leave all your stuff in. And I'm like, no, I have screws in that leg already that don't hurt me like this. Please just take it out. And they're like, no, 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 it has to stay in. And once the screws came out, the pain went away. I can't even tell you how much pain I was in every single day of my life. I mean, and I would the rain would come and I would be better than the weathermen. I mean, Hurricane Dorian, I swear I was on this peeled to the ceiling in pain. And there was just nothing that you could take or nothing you could do to feel better. And now that that metal's out, I don't have that pain anymore. And it's wonderful. And so that's my experience. It may not be the best thing for you. Talk to your doctor. Don't listen just to me. Do a lot of research. Find out what's best for you. But given that I already had screws in this bone, this exact same bone they were removing screws from, and those screws didn't bother me, but the other ones did, it was a pretty good indication that I needed to have those screws out. I still have the screws. I still have 2 screws, 1 screw in that bone right now. And it doesn't bother me. It hasn't bothered me in years and years and years and years. The other screws, for some reason, I don't know why, I haven't talked to the doctor yet, I won't talk to him for another 2 weeks, really were a problem for me. My joint wouldn't accept it or whatever. I don't know. But I know they said I had a lot of scar tissue, but I would imagine that's pretty normal. I also can feel that my joint can move better. I've got a lot of fluidity in that joint now, and there's fluid in it, and I can move that joint better, and I can wiggle it around, which I couldn't do before. It was almost stuck together. So anyways, I don't think I'm going to do another one of these updates because I look like hell. But when 6 weeks is up and it's over, and they decide whatever they're going to, if I have to have physical therapy or whatever, I'll be happy to have physical therapy. That's not a problem. I'll let you know. I'll pop back in. But I just want everyone to know that the Fib hardware removal that I was told was going to ruin my life and make me so miserable hasn't. It hasn't at all. It's actually made me a lot happier and a lot better. So, I'm, 2 doctors. And finally the third goes, yeah, if it's bothering you, let's get it out. That's a reason to get it out if it's bothering you. And so I'm really, really, really grateful that they took it out. It was a wonderful experience. The worst part about it is changing my dressing and the incision. That's not really a bad thing. I mean, seriously. If that's the worst you suffer, no big deal. So anyways, thank you so much for listening. This is JT Walters. Consider all your options before you go through life having your screws and pins and plates hurt you forever. Please take care and have a blessed day. Thank you.